Well, it is super duper early in the morning. It's like just before 6, probably like 5:40, 5:50. I can't remember. I didn't check before I left the house to come out to the driveway. What I'm currently doing is trying to figure out why it doesn't seem to be, the frame battery doesn't seem to be operating like constantly like it should be. So I have to cut a bunch of zip ties off of here so I can get some slack in my wires so I can fold the bike. So that's what I'm currently doing. Very carefully cutting through all this stuff so I don't cut any of these wires and zap the living shit out of myself. Because that would be fun. That would wake me up the rest of the way. That should give me enough slack now to get this to turn. Hopefully. Hopefully, James. Zip ties off of here. Yes, I know it looks very daisy chained if you can see it, but it's there. These are Y adapters for T connections, and since electric came with a T connector, I just kind of went with T connectors. I already had it popped open, but I closed it because I needed to first make my slack here. I've got this damn frame clamp so tight I have to use a screwdriver to pop it open. But as long as it doesn't come loose on me, I guess it's worth it. Problem is trying to get this thing to... Okay, is it not going to go now? I don't think I have enough slack yet. So I just can't figure out why it's like the battery's like... I have the battery turned off too, don't worry. I have it locked into the frame, I just have it turned off. But I'm trying to figure out why it seems, because this thing's in here all the way, it's not loose or nothing. And no, I'm not going to touch those metal teeth in there because it's still connected to the controller, and there's probably still a charge in the controller, and I don't want to zap myself with that either. I just can't figure out why it doesn't seem to want to have a steady connection. Because there's no shimmy in this battery. It's in here. It's not moving. It's locked. There's nowhere for it to go. So I guess maybe the people on Facebook that were talking about this are right. It just happens to these batteries for some reason. Some kind of defect from road vibration or some shit. I don't see any reason why. All my, if you notice, I have zip ties on all the connection points to keep them from coming apart. So nothing can really be yanked apart at all. I'm not entirely sure why it won't. Whatchamacallit? Give me a steady connection. Fuck. This bike is very heavy. This bike is very heavy. It's gonna pain in the ass. This thing to fucking... God damn it. There we go. So I guess I'm just gonna turn it back on. Alright, well my next job is I gotta do the brake maintenance I keep saying I need to do, because this thing is not really very brake friendly right now. Need to replace that tape. So I gotta flip the bike over. I gotta first adjust my brake knobs up here, make sure they're at the starting position. Then I gotta move all my handlebar accessories down. Just hoping I have enough brake left when I do this to be able to flip the bike over. It's gonna be a pain in the ass if I don't. Alright, which way do you go? Fuck. I did not put this on here this tight. Why is this so tight? There we go. Because you guys can't really talk, I'm talking about these adjustments right here. They got a little stuck, but I gotta put them back to the starting position so I can adjust my brakes as best I can. As far as I know, I should just have to adjust the rear brakes. I think the rear brake just needs an adjustment, but I'm going to be most likely replacing the front brake pads because I think they're pretty much worn down. Because I already rotated them in the caliper for the front. I just took the pads out and flipped them around, and it started grinding after a couple of rides, and that was quite a few rides ago, so they definitely need to be fixed. I should probably zip tie all these wires back together first. Probably the smart thing to do. Thought maybe I might have a break in one of these wires down here, but I don't. I don't know what's causing it to not stay connected. Because if this connection down here, this is coming out of here, where my finger's at, if you can see that, that's the connector inside of the frame connecting to my my Y connector out here. So that's the original connector that connects to the battery on the inside. And bugs are already chewing up my legs. I've only been out here like 10 minutes. I'm scratching my left leg already. That's awesome. So let's do some zip ties. Maybe I could do a better job this time. I seem to have let's try to keep it at 3 zip ties. There's a cat fight somewhere. You hear cats fighting. This is just loose, I guess. I didn't realize that was that loose. It seems to have some. No, that's fine. It's nothing I need to worry about. I thought I had damage on the insulation. It's a little bit, but it's from rubbing on something. It's not going to short anything out. I think that's the motor cable anyway. Or that is. What is that? What cable is that? Oh, it's just the accessory bundle cable for the stuff on the handlebars. I was supposed to be talking about this bike too. One of my viewers wanted me to kind of discuss more in detail what I did with this bike. So what I've done is it's got the rear hub motor the bike came with. Of course, this is a replacement wheel because of my spoke issues, but it's the same. It's actually, I think it's an upgraded version of the original motor. It's a better motor. That's stock. The brakes are stock. They're the same mechanical Tektro disc brake calipers and the stock discs. This front hub motor I bought off of either eBay or Amazon. It doesn't quite fit in the dropouts like it would normally be if it was the right size axle spacing. So what I did was I put 3 washers on either side inside of the fork to make up the space to center the wheel. Then I had to use a spacer at the disc brake, at the brake disc mount to line the disc up with the caliper, and also to pull the caliper away from the motor, because if I had tried to mount the disc flush with the hub, then the caliper would be too far over and the caliper would be rubbing against the hub motor, and that's not good. It has the original frame battery in it, which you just saw when I opened up the frame. It has the Shark style battery that I had from another bike that's in pieces in the garage. I've had it for probably 4 or 5 years. It's still working pretty good. And those two are wired in parallel and hooked up to these two batteries right here. I'm just using this as a dual pointer. My wire cutters are hooked up to this controller, which is hooked up to this motor. I operate this motor with a monitor, a smaller monitor on the handlebars, which you see in my videos, and a thumb throttle. And then these two batteries are wired in parallel, hooked up to the smaller black controller, and they're operated with the half twist throttle, one of my half twist throttles. Actually, the half twist throttle came with, let me think. This is an Ebike Link controller that came with a kit I bought. The monitor is the Ebike Link controller. The throttle is the Ebike Link throttle from the kit. and it just happens that the plug that comes with the electric motor fits the plug for the controller. Only difference is the speed sensor wires on a different line. So that's why when you see my videos, why it says I'm going like 60 kilometers per hour, I'm not. It's just or 60 miles per hour. It's just the speed sensor screwed up. That's why the speed doesn't look right on the big monitor in the middle. But the more accurate speed is displayed on the smaller monitor to the left, and also my phone when it shows my average speed and stuff with the free version of the Strava app. This battery came with a T connector. This battery came with the I think this is XT60, and then all I did was I just spliced it onto this T connector here to run into the Y adapter for the parallel connection. I was trying to buy what I could afford, and it was a 20 amp hour battery, and it was only like $2.99. So that's why I bought the triangle. I was kind of hoping I could sandwich the two triangles together, because when I was looking at the pictures on Amazon of this triangle battery, I thought that the buttons and the charge port were on the other side, would be opposite of this side, like where this is right here. I don't know if you see that. But I was wrong when I got it. They're both on the same side, so I can't sandwich them together because then I wouldn't be able to charge them or anything. So yeah, that was bonehead on my part. That's why it's mounted like that. Recently, these, I don't know if you can see these snapped and broke. They were what I had originally had strapped to this with these big heavy duty zip ties. So for the time being, I had to flip it over and then use these other straps. These are what Velcro usually goes to when you want to attach it to a triangle on a regular bike frame. But obviously this is not a regular bike frame. So yeah, that's that so far. But basically, like, I'm pretty savvy with this stuff after 15 years, so I bought the front motor separate. That's a big old dog. And then I just had the throttle, the monitor, and the batteries and the controller and stuff handy from other projects, and they were compatible. I had to do a little bit of splicing with the throttle, the monitor cables and the throttle cables. But it's like a lot of these controllers and stuff, they all have the same color coding on the wires. You just have to figure out which connector is which and then make your splices to make your connections. That's pretty much how you do that. So I don't use the front suspension. I have it locked out. I'm way too big for it. It just bottoms out if I unlock it. Even if I put it on the stiffest setting, it still bottoms out. I took the derailleur guard off. I don't like derailleur guards. I don't tend to crash at all. I don't really do any kind of riding that I'm going to run into anything with the derailleur. So honestly, I don't really pedal the bike except for to like adjust my foot position when I'm stopping and starting at turns and stuff like that. That's the only time I really pedal it. Reason why I have dual hub motors is I don't like having to pedal a heavy bike home when something malfunctions. That way, right now I have better acceleration. I have better range because I got a load split between the motors. There's less stress on either of the motors because they're each working like 50-50. So there's less torque required to get the bike to accelerate. I mean, it's the same amount of torque, but it's less torque stress on each motor since they're only doing about half the work. What else was I going to say? So far, this new wheel, I haven't broken any spokes. The reflector did break, though. I made mention of that yesterday's video and the video before that. And when I originally got the wheel, I was like, hey, I wonder how long this reflector is going to last. And it lasted about a month. So that's about what I expected. One thing you'll notice on my bike, my controllers are mounted externally. That's for air cooling. Even though there's not a lot of load on them, I still want them to stay cool. And I can't get this stupid battery to... Yeah, that did get all bunched up. No wonder why it's all jacked up. I may have to take this off of here. I'm gonna have to take this off here and reattach it because I have Gorilla Tape on here, and it came loose, and then I pushed it back on, and it bunched up underneath, so only like one side of it's attached now, and it won't stay. I mean, technically, what I could do is grab some of my zip ties and just daisy chain it down. Because the Gorilla Tape, you can see it's still sticking. It's not going to fall off of there. If I just run some zip ties over it, I could just not have to do that because it's a pain in the ass. Because then I got to take it off and get all the Gorilla Tape off, and that's not easy to do. I see other people, they'll drill holes in their frames and stuff, and I'm like, no, you know, your frame is built a certain way. You're not really supposed to drill more holes in it than what it comes with. You're just like weakening the frame over time when you do that. So I don't do that. I use Gorilla tape, and Gorilla double-sided mounting tape works really well, unless somebody bumps it or something. Or the summer heat does have a kind of an effect on it, but that's if you flip the bike over and you're working on it and it falls off. That's because the bike was flipped over and it's hot outside, but it just gets a little loose. Other than that, it stays on there just fine. I've literally had this on other bikes and grabbed it by the battery and picked up the bike. Like a 100-pound bike, I managed to lift it up with the battery, just with the Gorilla tape attached to the frame. So it works pretty well. Sorry, I'm rambling a bit. I'm kind of tired. I haven't been asleep yet. So, but yeah, that's what's up with this bike so far. Also, I put MMG dual sport tires on here because I was tired of flat tires. I still got them. I get them every so often if I hit something strong enough to go through these tires. But the tread is the tread's lasting a long time. I've had these for a few months now, and I've hardly even worn down the tread. So I'm probably, you could probably get these and run them for like a year or more before you need to change them out. And the fact that they cost about $90 for a set kind of comes in handy that they don't wear down really fast. They're just a little difficult to get on the rims because they are basically motorcycle tires, and they're really thick and really stiff, and they don't really like stretch. So you have to get a good set of like actual like long handled metal tire poles to get them on and off. So, and I also don't really change my tubes out anymore. If I get a flat, I'll figure out where the hole is by the fact that something's sticking out of my tire. I'll pull one side of the tire off of the rim, grab the tube, yank the tube out of the rim, make sure all the air's out of it. Then I'll use my patch kit, you know, rough it up, put the solution on there, wait for it to dry, stick the patch on it, shove the tube back in the tire, put the tire back on the rim, and pump it up, and I'm good to go. Because it's not too difficult to get one side of the tire off and put it back on. It's really difficult when you got to take the whole tire off and put the whole tire back on. So, yeah, that's that. So expense wise, you're probably looking, if you try to do something like this and you want to do like a dual motor bike, and with me, reason why I have so many batteries is I'm really large, and you know, e-bikes don't like large people for range, so I have a lot because of my size. But for a normal sized person, you could probably just get away with the dual motors and I'd say at least two like 20 amp hour batteries. What I should have done is I should have waited a little while longer, and instead of getting this triangle, I should have bought one that came with its own rack, like one of the rectangular batteries with its own rack, and just switched the rack out for that, and just had the rectangular battery on the back, because then I would have still had access to the rack to put stuff on. But you know, whatever. This is how it is. So to get back to wiring zip ties, or zip tie wiring, or I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I am so tired. I just need to like figure out how to do this. I could probably do this with just one zip tie, come to think of it. If I do something like this. Look at that. That can dangle. That's not going to get stuck on anything. I did that with one zip tie. My goal was to use as few zip ties as possible, and I used one, so can't be any fewer than one. Well, yeah, you could just put none on there, but then all your shit's going to be dangling off, or even worse than it already is. Oh, now I got to get up. I'm so tired. Gotta pull this crap down. Gotta get this shit out of the way. I'm like pulling all my lights and shit down so I can flip the bike over. That should be good. I think my cell phone mount's gonna hit. Hope not. I can't really push anything more out of the way, I don't think. This is hitting that. That should be okay. Alright. That's the sound of a fat guy getting up out of a chair. It's not a tire going flat, that's me going flat. Okay, where's my brakes at? I need to flip the bike around. Let's see if I can actually... Oh no. Oops. I can't flip it over like this. Shit. Yeah, fuck, I can't do this like this. Shit. I gotta tension that up a little bit. Crap. Crap. What's going on with this? Why is that doing that? Seems like something's wrong with my rear brake. It's sticking for some reason. Oh well. Alright, here we go. Looks like I can flip it over now at least. I haven't flipped it over since I flipped this battery around either too, so I need to be careful not to jack up the battery. Oh shit, yeah, it just moved. I think it broke. Please don't tell me you just broke. Oh, fuck. Hopefully it just shifted on me. It didn't break. Yeah, it looks like it just shifted a little bit. That's fine. Okay, good. It's like, no. I'm gonna get all this crap and pull it over here. I've had a headache for like 2 days, man. This sucks. Me no likey headachy. Oh yeah, that is like super loose. Well, no. Yeah, that needs to be readjusted. Now the fun part. Brake pad time. You know what's funny is like every time I loosen up the brakes on the front all the way anyway, and think I have it tightened up good enough in the back, I still end up having to adjust it with the handlebar knobs. I don't know why that is. It's like the bike brakes act different when the bike's flipped over. Like the cable tension goes away for some reason. There's a massive bend in my cable. That's probably what's making it act weird. Alright, so I need to pull this off of here. See, before I was stupidly like taking the whole wheel off to adjust the brakes, and then I realized it's just so much easier to just take the caliper off and readjust it and then put the caliper back on, because I have to get to the adjustment bolt in the back of on the inside of the caliper. Shit, I just lost one of my spacers. I'm gonna have trouble finding that. I think it rolled under the chair. Crap. Forgot to catch it. Get up and spacer. Where did you go, spacer? There it is. Okay. I really need to adjust the crap out of this thing. see. Sorry, I gotta get kind of close to this thing to see what I'm doing. That might be a little too tight. Yeah, a little bit too much. That should be good. Now, cost-wise, for upgrading your bike, if you did what I did, you could get a couple okay batteries for like 48 volt, 20 amp hours, $300 each, $600 for the batteries. Another motor, depending what kind of motor you put on there. If you put what I put on there, it's like $155 for this one, I believe. So you're already looking at like $700 if you upgrade everything. Unless you just go with the stock frame battery for the rear motor, and then get another maybe higher capacity one for the front motor. You probably save some money there. But then again, that's going to come down to your physical size too. Like me, like I said, I need a lot of battery. So, because I be a big boy, big man, baby. That. So actually what you might want to do, since if you're doing what I did, you might want to get different forks. Actually try to find a set of forks that are for like a 20 by 4 inch kit, and then buy a 20 by 4 inch kit and the forks. You got to make sure you get the right kind of dropouts though, because a lot of these forks, the way they're set up, they're either got an indentation for a quick release, which makes it really hard to get a hub motor on it, because you kind of need flat dropouts to get the washers flush with it. Or what else? Or they make it to where the dropout's too close to the actual like fork itself, the cylindrical part of the fork, so that you can't actually put a big bolt on there. It's only made for like quick release. So you have to find that kind of fork. And also, if you do change the fork, you're going to have to buy a set of cup tools and a whole set of cups and stuff to change the fork out, because these come with a quill stem, a threaded headset, and you're going to most likely only be able to find threadless headsets forks to replace it with. So that's another problem. You may encounter. Well, that's making some weird noises. It's hitting the disc a little bit. It's not like causing a major issue. What the hell is it hitting? Alright, well that's weird. It's actually hitting the caliper. It wasn't hitting the caliper when I started. And I can't move it at all. Why the hell did that happen? Huh. I'm confused. I don't even need to adjust this one. It's like already really flush up against there. Okay. Weird. Just tighten it up a little bit. Maybe it needs to be tightened. Nope. Why is my disc hitting the damn caliper? Why, bro? Why? Why are you doing this to me? No. The disc, it almost seems like the disc is bent a little, but it's kind of consistent noise. I'm kind of confused. What's that other sound I'm hearing? I'm hearing like a popping sound coming from the... Oh, you know what it is? I'm stupid. It's the freaking... It's the reflector. Yeah. Alright, well, shit. I'm confused. Did I bend this somehow by accident? Yeah, you know what? I just moved it. It's not doing it now. I lied. It is doing it now. What the fuck? Okay, I think my camera... wow, I've been out here a half hour on this thing already. Camera just reset. Shit. Sorry, I'm trying to suss this situation out here. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it like that. Fuck it. I can't... I have no more room to move the caliper over at all, so... There's pretty much nothing I can do about this. Bummer. Alright, well, let's go work on the front ones. Let's go work on the front brakes. Oh, wait. I need my needle nose pliers for this one because I gotta change the... I gotta take the cotter pin out. Found my needle nose pliers. I don't know why I'm trying to sing, because I'm stupid. Okay. Losing my fucking mind. Oh, shit. Yeah, I think I just need to change these pads out. Oh, fuck. First of all, let me look in my box of pads here and make sure I actually have a new set of pads. Fuck. My shorts are like hooked up on my knees. Apparently I'm out of style. Apparently men are allowed to wear shorts above their knees again. Used to be like, you'd wear shorts that were above your knees and your friends would be like, you're wearing Daisy Dukes. Back in like the 90s and up to like probably 2010 or so. Like, nice short shorts, Larry. It's like, I'm 6'3", cut me some slack. Yeah, I got a new set of pads in here. Sweet. Super sweet. Oh, I fucking need my wire cutters. I am going to undo this. I'm undoing this one all the way because I'm putting new pads in. I need to make sure it's all the way out. I got like a ton of spacers on these right here. Because this is how far I had to move this caliper over and stuff. I had to use longer bolts to get it lined properly. Man, I'm starting to sweat and it's not even hot out here. What's that all about? Why am I sweaty? I notice when I don't sleep enough, I get like clammy. I sweat like a lot easier. Maybe that's like how everybody is. Hopefully. I don't want to be different. I want to be just like everybody else. I knew that was going to happen. God damn it. Tried to catch that spacer, but it was on its own journey. I need to get this out of the way. Oh, I need to cut this wire. I mean this here zip tie. Motor cable's in the way. Alright. I think I need to Allen wrench this off of here for a second. Probably gonna lose this spacer too. Son of a bitch. Oh, okay, why aren't we out of here yet? Okay, cool. Shit. Fuck it. It's right there. Fucking spacer move. There we go. There's a spider web on my chair. That's right, I remember seeing a black widow in there not too long ago. I think I pissed off a black widow. I done moved its half of its house away. Okay. I'm getting really tired and sleepy now. You son of a bitch. I would use the new cotter pins that came with these brake pads, but they're kind of long. So I just keep reusing the ones that came with the electric. See how much of trouble I want to have trouble getting this out of here. See, it seems like there's a lot of pad left on this. But it's also grinding. Fuck it, I'm just going to change it out. I'm just going to change it out for now, and I'll hang on to these and see if I can just keep reusing pads until they're worn down to the pad nub. It's kind of difficult getting these out of here sometimes. Hoping you guys can see okay. Trying to angle. It's hard to angle the camera up and down and up and down. What's actually easy is just tedious or something. I don't know. Okay, that looks like it's in there pretty good. Make sure they're lined up right. Yep. Cool. Key. think I can get a little bit more out of this. Maybe one turn, one click. No, that doesn't seem like it's gonna. Yeah, it's still going on there. Okay. That was the one that was on the bottom. Talking about the bolts to myself. Now, one of them is usually pretty easy to get on. It's just the second one's a pain because it's once you get one kind of threaded in, it makes it hard to get the caliper out of the way. No, so you know what I'm talking about. It's a pain in the butt to. That should work better for you to be able to see what I'm doing. You get one on here pretty easy, but then the second one's kind of a pain because you're trying to like work and the caliper's in the way, and when you've got chubby fingers, stubby fingertips like me, it's not so much easy. Oh, fuck. There we go. Or I could be absolutely wrong, and it could be super easy too. Go figure. It's taking a long time to go on there. Well, I was almost tempted to go for a ride when I got done with this, but I think I'm just going to park the bike and just leave it unplugged and ride later. In the evening again, hopefully I'm feeling okay. Was not feeling too good on yesterday evening's ride. I had to come home after like 3 miles. Well, it was 3 miles total by the time I got home. I was not feeling it at all. I started having heartburn. It's not fun when you're riding your bike, trying to breathe and stuff, you know. I gotta incrementally try to adjust this cable. That'll work. That's too much. It always rubs a little bit. I can't help it. Listen, this is how I had to line it up. You know, I'm gonna have to. That's too much. Gotta readjust that. Way too much slack. Way too much tension. That's good. All right. I don't know what I did with those zip ties. I had some. Where did I put them? Oh, there's one. I gotta zip tie this back on here. This cable, my military cable, is kind of important to not have that come loose on you. Got a fucking 80s song stuck in my head. Don't even know if I heard it anywhere. It's just like magically appeared in my brain. Evil wizard magic. Put it in my head and it won't leave. can't even feel the bug bites I had on my leg. They're already gone. That's so weird how that happens. Then of course they'll probably like swell up sometime later today. So I tried to figure out what was wrong with one of my batteries and I couldn't figure it out. So something internal must be jacked up with the battery. Something's loose. But I got my brakes fixed, hopefully working well. Back brake's gonna be, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired. But yeah, if you want tires and shit that last for this particular bike, you can get a set of. I got a set of front and rear. The front's actually wider. I mean, the rear is wider than the front, and it helped out because since this rim up here is narrower than the stock rim that comes on this bike, it worked out well. But I'm pretty sure you can buy a set of tires that are the same size that'll fit the front stock rim as well as the rear motor rim. So at least I believe that should be doable. Or you just buy two of the rear size tires separately and slap them on there. But I'm pretty sure it's cheaper if you buy them as a set. Pretty sure. I didn't do that, so I'm not entirely sure. Just pretty sure. Let's flip this thing back over and see if my battery shifts anymore. I'm gonna tuck my shirt in real quick. It has this habit of getting snagged on my handlebar stuff when I flip the bike over. Oh, fuck, I'm so tired now. See how much this battery shifts when I try to flip this over. Hitting the fucking wire. I don't want to hit the wire. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Really don't want to hit that wire. I need to put something on that. Well, rear brakes work. What did I do? This thing came all loose. Nothing snapped, it just came loose. Oh, did it break? You know what? No, it just came loose. Well, shit. That's no bueno. That doesn't make me happy. I can't really do anything about it. Fuck. So, well, looks like my brakes are working pretty freaking good. Okay. I'm gonna turn all this shit back up in the proper positions. Shit. She needs to go down. Alright, shit, I'm tired now. That's as far as that goes. Got no more notches in that sucker. I don't know how this shifted loose. None of those snapped. Oh, that's like super loose. Damn it, that's what happened. I came loose somehow. It's like, they both did. I ain't fucking with it right now. Too tired. I'm too tired to mess with it right now. Oh, man. Honestly though, I'm seriously thinking about taking my old triangle battery off and just trying to run around with the 20 amp hour for a while, because I don't really, my rides are usually like the longest about 15 to 17 miles, so I don't really need both batteries on her at this point. It came on. Okay. Jesus. So tired. So tired. I sound like a movie. It's like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. They always do that shit in movies. They always say it twice to emphasize the fact that, yeah, we know you're fucking tired. We heard you the first time. Oh, man. It's like already starting to warm up out here. It's crazy. That's just crazy. Fuck. How do I do it? Oh, it goes that way. Ugh, man. Cram this into the old bike seat here. Man. Morning. That sucks, this came loose. I'm gonna have to redo those zip ties, and I don't want to deal with it because they're so thick. Fuck is that? Morning. Oh, son of a dickhole. Tempted to go get a bowl of cereal when I'm done. I kind of wanted to get one earlier, but I was like, my mom was in there getting herself ready to go to bed in the kitchen. Not that she sleeps in the kitchen, she was doing stuff in the kitchen, her usual routine stuff with all the damn cats. So no, that's right, I was gonna daisy chain this freaking battery on here. Oh well, I forgot. I ain't fucking with it right now. Besides, I already put the thing with the zip ties away. Oh, I gotta get up. I gotta get up. I don't want to get up, but I gotta get up. Shit. This thing on here. I didn't do that right. Fuck, that hurt. I hurt my finner. I done hurt my finner. Well, once I get this bag on here and get it bungeed down, it'll probably help to keep this thing from shimmying around back here anyway, so at least that's my hope. Yeah, let's go put this bike away. Fuck. Too tired to be out here. I'll watch a movie or something. I go in there and try to make myself sleepy. Turn these lights off. Jesus. Oh, man. I'm gonna leave the zip ties where they are, and Mom will be like, "What the hell, Larry?" I'll just tell her I was too tired. Get them later. Maybe the stray cats will think we left toys out for them in the form of little black squirrely things. Okay. Alright. Damn, I'm tired. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay, well, that was that. Thanks for watching my repair video and semi-lucid explanation of the modifications I've done to my bike. I really need to do a better job of that. I'm just so out of it right now. So with that, remember to have a wonderful whatever, wherever you are. Consider subscribing to my channel. That will seriously help me out. Really appreciate it if you do. I was kind of hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of last month. If I get it by the end of the summer, though, that'd be cool too. I'm almost to 600, so maybe. Well, anyways, I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye.